Hello everyone and welcome back to the Football Insider Gaming channel. I am Connor Bromley and today we are looking at Real Madrid and what to expect if you were to take the job of Los Blancos on Football Manager 2026. So we're going to look at their best players, the finances, the expectations at the club, and yeah, go through it all. So if you enjoy the video, please leave a like and please subscribe to the channel as well. That would really help. And let me know if you have taken the Real Madrid job and what happened in your Football Manager journey. So that is all coming up now. So first thing is first, when you take the Real Madrid job, let's have a look at the squad. And of course, Real Madrid have got some unbelievable players, some of the best players in the world. And that starts with Thibaut Courtois, who is possibly the best goalkeeper on the game. Look at some of these stats. Aerial reach 20, so he is commanding of his penalty box. Throw-ins, corners, anything, he is going to deal with it all, but just good at everything overall. So Thibaut Courtois, one of the best goalkeepers in the world and one of the best goalkeepers on the game. Kylian Mbappe, 26 years old, just in his peak. The physical attributes, the pace, excellent. The finishing, the technical attributes, and excellent. The mental attributes, excellent as well. And Kylian Mbappe is one of the best players in the world in the peak of his powers at Real Madrid. So of course you will be building around the French international. Vinicius Jr., 24 years old, so again, you know, he could potentially still get better, and he is a monster on the game. Technically unbelievable, mentally unbelievable, and physically fantastic as well. And having him and Mbappe, you know, if you can fit all these pieces together, this Real Madrid team is going to be fine. So Vinicius, no surprise there. Brilliant. Jude Bellingham turning into one of the best players in the world. And what a midfielder this guy is. Just everything you'd possibly want. Brilliant at all facets of the game. He doesn't have one area that is particularly bad other than long throws. But you aren't going to be relying on Jude Bellingham for long throws. Everything else is just excellent. And yeah, he is an absolute superstar. Eduardo Camavinga, 22-year-old, French international already, and again, just a quality midfielder. Not at the level of Jude Bellingham, but possibly could get there as time goes on, and just an absolute monster in this Real Madrid team. Versatile as well. Federico Valverde, 26 years old, you know, in midfield. Again, I mean, we've got three midfielders here up there with the best in the world, and Valverde is just incredible. Good long shooting as well, which you just love to see. Physically, you know, his pace and everything else, just a phenomenal footballer. Rodrigo, who plays on the right side, you know, no, maybe not quite at the levels of an Mbappe or a Vinicius, but still a very good option to have. Somebody that you would expect to, you know, thrive, and you could have him there to you know, come off the bench potentially. Trent Alexander-Arnold, and look, the game says his best positions in defensive midfield. That is up for debate. Obviously just signed for Real Madrid in the summer. Is he a right back? Is he not? Maybe you'd want to convert him into something else. But yeah, just signed for Real Madrid. And we all know what he has in terms of his passing ability. Antonio Rudiger, central defender. Signed from Chelsea a few years ago on a free transfer. But just for a centre-back, just does everything you would want very, very well. And yeah, just a rock-solid German international. Just a top-level player. Ferland Mendy, left back here. Quality player who will do a good job just as a squad player as well. And, you know, we got David Alaba, 33 years old, but a solid player. Danny Carvajal, 33-year-old and a solid player. Loads of experience there. Tuchemi, pretty versatile player. You know, can play pretty much anywhere centrally, but just a quality player. And yeah, that's just what you kind of have when you look at this whole Real Madrid team. They just have monsters everywhere. Dean Howson, who they signed from Bournemouth this summer, centre-back. You know, you want to make sure he's getting minutes because he could be the replacement for Rudiger, who is 32 years old. So you want to be giving him as much game time as possible. Endrick, possibly one of the best rated prospects on the game. 18 years old, could already play regularly in the Champions League and for a top club as Real Madrid are. But he is somebody you will want to build around in the future. So lots and lots to get excited about this Real Madrid team. And in terms of potential, is there any players we haven't looked at? Arda Güler, yeah, we haven't looked at him yet, but already he would slot in to most sides, top-level sides, you know, and at Real Madrid. It will be difficult for him to get, you know, lots and lots of starts, but he's still just a fantastic, fantastic player. And that's what this Real Madrid team is. From top to bottom, the squad is pretty much perfect. There is a mix of youth and experience and so many players who have won a lot. But yeah, I mean, the peak ages of this squad, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players over the age of 30. So nothing to really worry about there in terms of that. And in terms of the B team, what sort of high potential players do we have? And it's no shock. Mastuanu, who is already an Argentinian international, but quality player. You can probably put him straight into the Real Madrid squad if you wanted to. So a high level prospect there. Jose Reyes, left winger, can also play up front. You know, obviously not at the level of some of the players that you've got, but at that age, 17 years old, is going to turn into a really, really good player. Jesus Fortier, right back, already looking like a very decent player. So you've got players there. I mean, even if you don't fit them into your squad, they're going to have high resale value. We'll look at the Real Madrid B team, and yeah, we don't have actually a ton of great prospects in there. The potential, I think, is a little bit skew here on Real Madrid's B team. But yeah, overall, I mean, just this team, just incredible from top to bottom. And look, what areas really need improvement in. Could you possibly argue that maybe we need to bring in, an out-and-out centre forward? Would that be the final piece? Bringing in, say, an Erling Haaland? It's possibly the only area you need to improve. But let's have a look now at the club generally, the club vision. 5-year plan, it's winning the league, it's challenging for the cup competitions, becoming the most reputable team in Europe and reaching the later stage of the Champions League. And it's all about winning the top flight. They are the main things you are going to be working towards. The board itself wants to just maintain that reputation, increase commercial revenue, don't give too many contracts to players over the age of 30. And culturally, there are a lot of things to sort of think about here. You want to play attacking football, high reputation players, signing young players, signing from domestic rivals, sign players under the age of 21, don't sign players over the age of 28. So there's a lot of things here to worry about when you're Real Madrid manager. It's not all plain sailing because you've got the best team. You have a lot of things that you really need to tick off when you are manager. And in terms of the supporters, it's quite similar. Finish above Barcelona, finish above Atletico Madrid, and also win the first division. And culturally, it's about playing attacking football, direct football, and signing high reputation players. So it's very, very interesting at Real Madrid. Obviously, just a world-class team, but there is a lot of pressure when you are the manager here. You can't have an off-season. An off-season here, and you will be sacked. Financially, the club have got a good overall balance, and there's a lot of assets at Real Madrid, and that's one of the things that you can really work towards. The debt is huge, but Real Madrid just continue to produce, players and can sell players. In terms of the recruitment budgets, 43 million, there isn't a wage budget really to spend, but you've already got enough money there to maybe make one addition if you particularly wanted to. We talked about bringing in potentially a centre forward. Could you maybe bring in a top player on loan potentially to sort of fill that gap for the season, or bring in an older forward? But again, that wouldn't hit your objective, so you have them things to worry about. You can scout anywhere in the world as well. But let's quickly have a look at the first division itself and see what the media predicts. And you are expected to win the league. So Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid are the 3 clear favourites. After that, there aren't other teams that really have realistic aspirations to win the title. So you've got a clear top 3 in Spain, as we all already know. So it was just a brief overview of what to expect if you became the Real Madrid boss. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the channel as well, and also let me know if you've managed Real Madrid and how you got on. I'll be very intrigued to know. But we'll catch you soon for another video.